Welcome to Shanmugam IAS Academy, and today we are going to see the editorial analysis of 19th November 2021. And here is the topic, here is the heading of the editorial. This is the Pegasus inquiry must reverse the chilling effect. So with this, I have given a video on Pegasus in editorial analysis earlier, but this is not the thing. Here we are talking about the legality here, what the bench of the court and what they were saying and what was happening after that in the inquiry. The inquiry is going on right now. So what is happening right now? It is in the editorial. So we will be like knowing this thing right now. And in my one of my video in this editorial analysis, my last video, I have told you about the Pegasus. I have given you the introduction, what are the things. If you have any doubts, you can go and see that video of Pegasus editorial issue. And here, this is the Pegasus inquiry. This is the editorial here, and but here also I will give you a brief introduction about the Pegasus, and then I will go into this editorial completely. Okay. And this is very important these days, which is continuing from so many days, and this is also in the news every day, like in Hindu and Express. So this is very important for your security issues, and there can be a question in prelims and mains, but prelims how they will be a question I will tell you while like explaining this thing to you, this editorial to you. I will tell you the prelims point of view and the mains point of view in this. Okay, now let's move into the editorial. So Pegasus inquiry. So I will give you a brief introduction. The Pegasus, it is an Israel software, the spying software. So it is like introduced by the company named the private entity, that is NSO, and they have, and in that video I have already told you that it was the Israel ambassador and the company, the NSO, they are also told that this Pegasus spyware, this is only sold to the governments, not to the private entities. That is what they have told. And the ambassador, in one of his visit to India, he also cleared that this spyware is not sold to the private entities. This is only sold to the government of any country's government. There only they are selling this spyware. So I have told you about the spyware. Everything is in my last video about the Pegasus editorial. Here I am going into the other way, the Pegasus inquiry. What is happening in this inquiry? What the officials and what the people are saying about this. So we will go into this topic right now. Okay. And in recent, we all know that is Supreme Court of India has been given, they have constituted a 3-member independent expert committee for the investigation, and which was overseen by a retired judge of the court. We have already know this, and the 3 members, they are investigating this Pegasus issue right now, and this was given by a bench of Chief Justice of India, the Supreme Court of India. They have formed a committee to see this issue. So they have given 8 weeks of time to them. So in this, now what they were saying, in the world over, this is the first ever inquiry ordered by any Chief Justice. So this is very important here. In the world over, this is the first ever inquiry which is ordered by any Chief Justice with such wide-ranging terms into a spying by Pegasus. So this is the first ever inquiry. This is one point. And other point is that this initiative of the CJI will embolden the civilians to question the suppression of rights and instill fear among rulers. So here the CJI wanted to will embolden, that is the question of the suppression of the normal rights of every citizens of the country, and also to instill fear among the rulers, the politicians, the executives. Okay, and here the dynamic order which evoked a positive responses. Yes, absolutely, this order which is given by the Chief Justice of India has evoked but the positive responses, well, some wanted greater relief than what was prayed in the original PAL. And here we know that the government in India purchased very expensive Israel software. But we are not clear whether our government have bought this software or not. We never know this. And but by some ways we can confirm this, because the government has not disclosed about this purchasing of this software. And why we are talking about this right now, because they were saying the government of India has purchased the very expensive Israel software to bug the opposition and suppress the dissent. So this is what their motive they were saying, the oppositions were saying. So we will come into the issue. The revelations about the misuse of Pegasus spyware has shaken the world. And even India has felt its reverberations. So it has shaken the world, and I have told you already that 2019 WhatsApp accused the government of India of using Pegasus software to hack the phones of journalists, politicians and the activists. The company already told to, they accused the Indian government because they using this Pegasus software to hack the phones of the journalists and politicians. So they were already told in 2019. In 2019, in one of the parliament session, the government has told that we are also we know that some of the information of some WhatsApp users has been it's under threat. They have also agreed there in the parliament, but they didn't say whether. And that time only, why the confusions are here right now, because the company and the Israel ambassador has already told us this spyware is only sold to the governments. And one time in 2019, the WhatsApp has accused the Indian government, and once in parliament they said that yes, Pegasus was there, some of the WhatsApp users were hacked. This is also an argument. And however, in July 2021, it again came into the spotlight. How? That is the Amnesty International, that is it published a list of Indian surveillance by the government. They published, that is, a list of Indians were surveillance by the government, and the government has stonewalled the queries on the subject and has refused to order any probe in this case. And this was told by the Amnesty International in their publication. And what is the worrying silence from the government here? We will see this now. The union government has been consistently silent on the question. So everyone are raising the question about the Pegasus, but they were consistently silent, and they were saying what it has invaded the privacy of hundreds of innocent, non-accused citizens, and what it has done with the collected intelligence. And they were also saying it has the constitutional duty now to justify its defense of national security before the court appointed inquiry committee or face politico-constitutional consequences. This means they were saying this is the constitutional duty of the government to either to justify its defense of national security before the court, or it should face the constitutional consequences. This is what they were saying. The court turned down. Actually, here the government has also requested to allow it to set up the inquiry committee, as they were saying the government will set up the inquiry committee, and they told this to the Supreme Court. The court has turned down the government request to allow it to set up the inquiry committee, because they said that the court said the principle of natural justice will not permit the accused to select his investigators. So this is what the court has said to the government. So that's why they turned down to set up the inquiry committee by the government. So the bench has enough reasons to suspect that government is a party to this unconstitutional action, that is the Pegasus. It made it clear that allowing the request would violate the settled judicial principle and the use of the invasive spyware noticed in May 2019, and that I have already told you, that is the WhatsApp claims that Pegasus had infiltrated the devices of its WhatsApp users. This is what the company told in 2019. And what is happening? What is the here the injures of freedom of speech? The bench led by the Chief Justice of India observed that surveillance injures the freedom of speech and results in fear-based self-censorship. What it means, that is, it relates to the freedom of press. It results in the basic civil rights. It has effect on the basic civil right of freedom of speech. This is what they told. And using this highly expensive software, that is Pegasus spyware, the vital public watchdog role of the press, which could undermine the ability of the press to provide accurate and reliable information which is needed for people to know about the acts of the elected government. So they were saying this was subsuming, this was keeping an assault on the watchdogs such as the press, and they were undermining the ability of the press here, because the press only helping telling the people to know about the acts of their elected government. The potential technological power of Pegasus must be challenged. So the center's complacency is worse than its alleged involvement that needs to be probed. So inaction of the long rope to the government refused to stay the notification issued by the West Bengal government. That time, the inquiry commission to investigate the revelations of Pegasus project. And one more thing is there, the Delhi based lawyer, he wrote to the court, he should ask that he said that they should ask the government to answer whether it ordered spying on citizens who are not accused of any crime. So the Delhi based lawyer has asked the court about this thing, and this is very important, that is the Budapest Convention on Cyber Crime. This is very important. This can be asked in prelims question, and this is also important in mains question. I have already told you, I will tell you the main points of prelims and mains things in this editorial, and this is important. The Budapest Convention on Cybercrime, what it is saying, this convention, it is an international treaty that seeks to address the internet and computer crime, that is cybercrime, by harmonizing the national laws. Here you will understand better, improving investigative techniques and increasing cooperation among the nations. So this is what this Budapest Convention is about. The question can be asked, what Budapest Convention on cybercrime? So they will ask, and other thing they can ask, does India is a signatory to this convention? No, India is not a signatory to this convention, that is Budapest Convention on cybercrime. And what is the privacy sacrosanct right declared by the Supreme Court here? Though privacy was not a specifically guaranteed right earlier it was not a specifically guaranteed right, but Supreme Court, this also you need to know while writing your mains or for the prelims, everywhere this you need to know. The Supreme Court, because earlier the privacy was not a guaranteed right, but now Supreme Court has emphatically defined in Rajagopal's case in 1994, this with a landmark order in 2017 by Supreme Court declaring that right to privacy is a sacrosanct human existence and is inalienable to human dignity and autonomy. The burden to secure this right has also fallen on the top court, that is the Supreme Court. It is justified only on 3 counts, that the restriction must be by law, must be necessary, and only if other means are not available. If other means are not available, this is what they said, and it must promote a legitimate state interest. According to the 9-judge bench judgment, without establishing this justification, the government cannot use national security, because the government is saying, government said to the Supreme Court that this is the national security issue, so we cannot disclose whether we bought this Pegasus spyware or not. So they didn't disclose this, and always they were saying this is a national security issue in the case of Pegasus as an empty or lame excuse, and the government wants to justify the surveillance as authorized, and it has to answer the question, because the leaked list of the phone numbers, which includes those of journalists, politicians and lawyers, only raises the suspicion of abuses of surveillance power here. So this is very important here. This is important point here. This is why the leaked list of the phone numbers, I have told you already, the WhatsApp, they have already accused the government of India because some of its users has been hacked. Their privacy has been hacked. So Supreme Court is saying that it is it is like undermining the privacy of its citizens, and every time national security is not an issue which should be, we should be what the government is saying always to the court. So they said that using this criminal spyware is not only a mere of violation of part 3 of right. What is part 3? That is fundamental rights, but is also a serious blow to freedom of the press, expression, but dissent by the opposition. This is what the court has said. This is not only the violation of part 3, but it is blow to the freedom of the press, expression of dissent by the opposition, and fearlessness of the lawyers to challenge in the courts the unconstitutional actions of the state, and it undermines the democracy and converts elected leaders into absolute dictators. So this can also be a threat. It undermines, we are the democratic country, and undermines, they were saying it undermines our democracy, and the elected leaders who are elected by the people will convert into absolute dictators by this kind of things. A Supreme Court committee and bench has the onerous duty, that is responsible duty, of resurrecting the constitutional scheme of rule of law. So here the only court can interfere in between. They have interfered already. They formed three member bench to see this issue. The inquiry committee is there. They are going to submit the report as quickly as possible. They given the time of 8 weeks to them. So we will see what the inquiry committee, the 3-member bench, is saying. We will have that thing, and I will continue after that inquiry report has came. Then I will come with another video on Pegasus. I have already given a video on Pegasus. There I have told you about the spyware and what is the software is about, from where it is coming, everything I have explained. Here I have explained you about the legalities of this, what Supreme Court is saying, what other lawyers and what officials are saying. This is the important issue, is in the editorial form in the newspaper. So this is very important in your news, like in mains and prelims point. Here I have also told you about the prelims questions, how they can be formed. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much.